and I would hope that you treat strangers in a respectful fashion as well.
And then we were live.
And then
Are we
We're
actually
just talking about teenagers from the perspective of being in our 30s. And yeah,
40? Thank
a
you.
lot of people watching.
Made me feel bad. Far above the city, you can see buildings, the lights, all covered in the mist. Wings flap, giant black raven, checking as it does, and again it sees our little group as they make their way from and heading out towards Crossend. Wings flap, and it zeroes in on the three of you, and the little bunny jumping in and out of the shadows as you go. Squawks. Are you all walking to Jason's?
I assume so. Are we in a rush?
I think we're always in a rush, Baku. I mean, you know how it is. Time doesn't wait for anyone, does it now?
It's quite a
Well,
walk.
if we're looking,
It will take
well,
you.
I'm just saying, if we're looking to get public transport, I may need a few coins. You know what I mean? I'm not very liquid right now.
I mean, I don't want to be the one to kind of butt in, but like you do know you owe me quite a bit, Baku. Like, and I'm the broke musician here, and I mean,
Listen, Baku, I got you. Like Scarlet will just.
I'm sure my pride will survive having to loan money off a teenager.
Before Scarlet is able to give you money, you feel a kind of a tickly scratch at your leg.
What?
Oliver somehow has two $10 notes in one of his paws. That's for you.
Thank you, Demon Bunny.
I know you're good for it. Carrot? You can just smell the vodka seeping off of these carrots.
I mean, sure. I skipped lunch.
Oliver's eyes glow a kind of red, and you see kind of pinkness appear on his cheeks as he gives a grin. So, we're going? Do you want me to go ahead? I need some money.
Whatever you want to do, Oliver. Also, one day, I think we should really discuss what matter of being you are, because I'm still quite confused about that. But we can talk about that later.
I'm kind of confused about what he does with all that money. Scarlet, aren't you like broke now?
I have my own streams of revenue. Just
Yeah.
I'm not always like it. You know what I mean?
I just pay him in carrots. I don't know where he gets the money from. I don't know.
Well, there's a stunning indictment of me. I am an adult human in this society, and clearly the demon bunny is better at adulting than me.
Hey,
You know,
700
I
years
think I'm
old.
going to address this. The message has been received. I will be better. I am going to try and work on this.
Oh,
may
yeah.
have to
I'm
get
700
other
years
forms
old.
of
I will not have you young whippersnappers be cheeky to me. Enemy. Anyone got any vodka? I think I last time. No, we've got business to.
Faye grabs into her like blazer in her pocket and gets out her little flask. I got props. Here you go, Bunny. It's not vodka, but it'll do the trick.
What you got this time?
My friend Jojo, he brews this very special moonshine in his cellar. It's got the kick, trust me. It's got me through a lot of rough gigs.
You see this little rabbit almost stick its head down the neck of the bottle, somehow squeezing in. And it licks at it. Aye, not bad. So are we going?
Yeah, we should get going. What's our game plan now when we get there?
Well, I think Bacco was saying they'll hit someone, but Scarlet
punch it.
Sage doesn't want to punch.
Like, as much as I like you punching stuff, especially when people annoy me at my
You
gigs,
can bite stuff.
Baku, maybe we should try a bit of subtlety before we barge in there, guns blazing.
I don't understand.
Wouldn't it be also very sus if we all show up at the same time?
Well,
What if
the
I
guy
go
just
in
sits there
first
alone.
and punch everyone? Then you all go in and do the talky thing, because they'll be much better at talking after the punching, is my experience.
Do you all remember who you're going to speak to?
To the mayoral candidate, right?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
You hear a bunny
Cocaine's a hell
burp.
of a drug.
You're going to see this guy, Jason.
Jason?
Yeah, he works on. This is me talking. He works on the campaign, right? That's who we're going to see.
No, his name was in the book.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Scarlet
while.
did some.
Okay.
Has it been way too long? And Scarlet did some research and found something weird about his social media profile.
That's right. Yeah. So we're going into the den of a social media future tech asshole.
No, this one seems more like a real life bot.
Fake profile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fake profile somehow on top of a real person.
I'm going to work this into my role playing. Just be like, so he's like a digital person that I can't punch because I'm
I mean-
analog.
Well, he does
There's
exist.
there's probably a real person behind this Jason persona that he's playing or they're playing, but so you might get to punch somebody.
Okay. So
I mean,
I guess when it comes to my role in this, I will let you two take the lead and you give me the signal, and me and my Chimera pal will come out and do some punching and clawing.
You can do punching and kicking when shit hits the fan, yeah. But until then, keep your fists and your your legs where you keep everything else inside of your pants.
Can do. When I hear the
that's-
words shit fan, I will act. That's the code, shit fan.
But keep your trousers on top of your pants as well. These people have got weird ways of words. If you
Yeah.
just go about with your
Um,
pants, it'll be weird.
I don't attack people with my pants.
Oh, I've done that before. It was.
Bunny scratches at his ears. Are you sure?
I have a demon dragon inside of me. I have
That's
multiple
what she said.
options.
You hear the bunny
Oh,
bark.
Oliver.
Okay.
When I'm a bit more liquid, we should go on a night out. I think
so-
we'd have a great time.
Yes.
So where do we find this Jason fella again?
The most eye-rolling sigh could have been from a teenager. So, I told you, Cross End, out near the municipal airport. Fuck's sake, I thought I was a rabbit here. You got any more of that
Yes.
scotch without the tea?
I pass my flask over again. I go, Oliver, don't give me shit. You know me.
Yeah, well, you give me shit, and he puts his glass down.
I don't get. Yeah.
You give me better stuff, and you'll get less shit. Come on. Anyway, do you want me to go ahead?
Okay.
Come on, I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. Keep the flask. Fuck off.
You see, he jumps through a shadow. Then when he hears the keep the flask, he jumps back out, grabs the flask, and he's off.
He didn't hear the fuck off.
He
I don't want to
probably
see him
heard it.
angry.
Oh, he's got big ears. He heard it.
Baku follows Oliver and is just like, so do you have issues buying?
No, Oliver's
Alcohol.
in the shadows. He's gone.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'm not doing that. I turn to Scarlett. Does Oliver have issues buying alcohol? Because I think there's a way for me to buy alcohol for him with his money, and I keep some of the money. I think because I decide I'm going to get a job. I'm sick of being an adult who can't afford anything, and I'm thinking this may be a revenue stream for me. What do you think?
He doesn't necessarily have problems getting alcohol because I kind of supply it. If you check my fridge, it's pretty hefty with alcohol.
What I'm
Well,
thinking is you are kind of operating a capitalism model. No, you're operating like a socialism model where you share the resources. I'd like to be more of a private enterprise where I'm far less effective, but I cost more and I profit from it. What do you think?
I mean, it could work. Also, is the dojo that you hang out at or work at, is that not your job? I
Well-
assumed you made money from that.
Well, you don't get much money when you charge like $2 for a session, and most of the clientele are poor and broke. So I tend to operate at a loss most of the time.
Paco has had several
But,
chickens in payment. If you want eggs, assuming they haven't escaped, but I'm sure Paco can get you a couple of eggs in the morning.
Yeah, the kids do give me something. Usually it's baked goods
Drugs.
and occasionally celery from one kid's parents who are just like very, very vegan to the point of annoyance. Like, what am I going to do with celery? Eating it costs more calories than I would get from the celery. But they mean well.
I mean, maybe that's all they had, and they wanted to show their respect to you.
I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I am ungrateful as a person. I have many flaws.
I don't want to
I would
sound
like to
ungrateful,
address-
but I am.
Yes, I'd like to address these flaws. Maybe I will address some of them over the course of this adventure. That's what tends to happen. I come out a better man at the end of these things. So we'll see, I guess, if I live, if any of us live.
I love how the alcoholic bunny's the only one that knows what's going on.
Yeah, as we're chatting, I'm thinking we're following the bunny.
I don't.
As we
Well,
chat.
no, but you're meant to go there. The bunnies went ahead to scout for you.
Okay, so I guess we're going there, right?
Yeah, let's get on the move. It's getting late, and I do have to prepare. I'm supposed to be playing a gig tomorrow, and I still haven't really practiced anything.
I know.
So I
Just kind of yowls a bit and goes back to sleep as you say that.
yeah. Ira, come on. Yeah, I kind of like push him, try and push against him to like wake him up, but you know how massive he
Yeah.
is. He's just like probably not budging a bit.
No, like one eye opens, closes again, notices you're not going away, and it kind of pads to his feet.
Ira, do you want a bacon sandwich?
That perks him up.
Come on. I'll get you a bacon sandwich, but we have to get going. Come on, Ira.
The old dog starts walking on.
All right, let's move.
He's
Should
now in the
take us a
kitchen
couple-
as the rest of you head to the door, waiting on his bacon.
I run to the fridge and I grab out a pack of bacon and I just hold it in my hand. I'm like, come on, Ira, come on. I'll feed you on the way. Come on.
It's exactly the face he makes. And walks towards the door. So how are you traveling?
Public transport, the bus.
I would like to use my new power.
Ooh. What would you like to do?
I was gonna be very superhero with it, and like, first of all, scare them just for the fun. And what I was going to do was like climb on the windowsill and then just like
Jump it.
fall backwards to scare them. That's good.
Then that is what you
That's
should
the
do.
first thing I'm gonna do.
Oh wow.
So the Ira's getting his bacon. Backer's wondering where the fuck the bunny went. And Scarlet just walks over to the window.
I don't think our characters are the best at this line of work.
Possibly not.
Baku
do I-
just like responds to Scarlet falling out the window. Like, is that something we should have seen signs of? Is that like an attempt at something, or is that like a traveling thing?
I don't know. I think you finally pushed over the edge, Baku.
What does it look like, Scarlet?
So after like a few minutes, like you see her like rise back up to the window, and she has like these giant like raven wings behind her. She's like, "I got you, didn't I?" And she's like just laughing.
That's not funny because you have a certain aesthetic as an emo type teenager, and usually when they jump out of windows, it's something you need to call some people about.
I'm fine.
Can we fly on those wings, or is there like a point to it? Because I think we're kind of in a hurry, aren't we? Like, what if he disappears, or we don't find him there?
Well, I could just call the Chimera and we could both ride it to the place, although you will be riding me.
Yeah, that sounds like something out of my worst
That's
nightmare.
what Baku-
I
Come
think
on,
I'll
it'll be fun.
pass.
Hey, Chimera,
Uh,
you are Baku. Look, need to do that thing that we practiced a while ago.
Do you have any more
Amazing.
celery? I need my celery.
Are you the Chimera now?
Yes.
I can get
No
you
more
celery.
pizza, Baku. We've talked about this.
All right, fine. I will go out and I will buy you a celery. Now, can we please just become each other so that Faye can ride on our back and we can go and jump across some building tops?
I'm not writing anything. You know what? I'm just gonna take the subway. I put my leash on Ira and I like start kind of dragging him out of the apartment towards the next subway station.
Ira's looking back at Baku with big eyes like, all right. I'm just getting pulled along.
Oh.
All right, so Scarlet, let's power our way there. Chimera, let's go.
Chimera powers activate.
This half Chimera, half Baku beast just jumps out the window and starts jumping over different rooftops, howling into the night as some kind of horrific nightmare.
You've not played this game. So Raven takes wing. Baku embraces the darkness and leaps through the city. And Faye makes her way down to the subway.
Yeah, it's a good way to earn a bit of money, while we're riding there. I can play a bit of my fiddle in the subway car. Maybe people will toss me a couple of coins.
I do love that image of just the Baku creature just jumping and howling, and there's Scarlet, who's there just like flying amazingly. Then it cuts to Faye just on the subway. Just,
Yeah. And as Faye brings out the fiddle to play, a preacher jumps on, and the Lord will tell you. And she's fighting with this preacher for attention.
Oh God.
And the dogs found someone else's shopping their bacon. You each make your way there. Subway doesn't take you all the way there, but it gets you close enough. As you come towards the edge of town, it's night. There's not many clouds. You all gather near the airport. Bless you. Your Oliver's waiting on you. When you look at Oliver, you see you look somehow more substantial. The mist here seems a little bit thinner. And it's quiet.
It's a bit odd for an airport to be this quiet, isn't it?
It's a municipal airport. It's not a... No, it's just for the city. It's not like an international airport.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you would still have a bit of like movement.
There's none of
Yeah,
them.
you would expect some mafia people to be dumping a body or something.
There might very
No.
well be.
That would be the docks, Baku. We've been there before as well.
They dump bodies at the airport too. You shove them into a plane. Who knows where that's going to go?
What airport have you been to where they're dumping bodies? We really need to have a discussion about.
I have lived a life.
Okay.
Just saying, if you need to get rid of a body, you shove it into the luggage compartment of a plane on its way to South Africa. It comes out the other end. They don't know where it's come from.
Oliver
Except
looks at
they
you and
do
says,
because-
yes, they do.
Yeah, but they don't know. Shut up, demon bunny.
Bacco, you're not committing crimes until you've taken my course.
I don't dump bodies. I devour them.
Yet.
That's what
Don't
I
dump bodies yet. You don't have the skills. Sorry. The apartment's just down this way.
What can we expect there, bunny boy?
When you look where he's pointing, it's a bunch of low, like single story, maybe double story buildings. Most of them doesn't seem like proper housing. It's kind of stuff temporary, not temporary, but only semi-permanent things thrown up around an airport. You know, there'll be some hangars, there'll be some offices and whatever else. It's not usually something you would expect apartments to be. Oliver looks at you. First of all, funny man. Second of all, you want a drink?
I gave you my flask.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't want
shit.
The flask. Yeah, is give me my flask.
Jumps into a
after
shadow and
this-
brings it out. Yes, Becker.
Oliver, after this, I'd like to talk to you about a unique business opportunity that I've come up with on the way here. But that'll be for later, and it will result in you getting more booze. But for now, do you know which building this Jason character's in?
Yes.
Which one?
Nose points to one just down this street. Third one on the left. But it's kind of weird.
What's weird?
about it?
There's no shadows.
Okay.
Couldn't get too close. I saw him going in, not coming out. Pretty boring around here. There's no off license.
Okay, guys, how do you want to do this?
I think people that aren't from Britain know what an off license is. No?
Shadows in there and see
No, an off license. Yeah, but an off license is a place where you go to buy alcohol in Britain.
Yeah, it's like, you know, those shops where you would go and buy a couple of 40s.
Yeah,
Like
it's
at night
just
and
alcohol.
run
That's
back.
like it.
Oh, like a bodega.
No,
Yeah.
because a bodega sells other stuff. Off license.
Well, off licenses sometimes sell like nuts
Yes.
and cigarettes.
Yes.
Oh, you mean it's like one of those places where it just says like XXX.
Yes, basically.
Booze, strip dance.
No, just the booze, and then you can buy like a Mars bar or something, as if you're pretending you're actually going to
Playboys.
Booze, Mars bars, cigarettes, porn sometimes. Not all of them, but sometimes porn.
All right.
Bongs and grinders. There seem to be a thing they're coming into the UK a lot more. That's the thing that you're seeing a lot more in corner shops. And from when I was a kid, you had to go into places and ask for what's under the counter. You know what I mean? Nowadays, you can buy your drug paraphernalia just right there in the bloody op license.
This
in
is
the
the
corner
Michelle
shop.
and Mark education hour. That's what it is.
The
You're learning about British culture.
wonders of the 21st century, eh?
Well, no, I've
Yeah,
not
where
lived
you
in
can
British
buy all the paraphernalia for drugs from your corner shop, but you can't buy the actual
Buy the-
drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the accoutrement without the actors. Anyway, sorry. Scarlett,
Yeah.
you were saying.
I could send chats in the shadows in there. More shadow creature bunny things and see if they can scout in there and see if we can find anything. Make sure we're not walking into a trap.
Oliver scratches a bit.
No.
You might find that hard, but you can try. It leads you down the street. The street lights are kind of, they kind of yellow, what do you call them? Halogen? Flickering a little bit.
Can I sniff out monsters and nightmares?
You can definitely try. That would be investigate.
I've literally got a thing on the Monster Hunter called Sniff Out.
I know, but that's the thing. So you
Nightmares.
need to make a roll with investigate
Okay.
and use that tag. And any others you think?
I guess predator sensors.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So I got 2. I got 2 and investigate. Here we go.
Oh, great success. There we go.
So I
So,
guess that means that I can see through smell everything.
well, I need to give you a straight answer to 2 questions. So what would you like to know?
How many people are inside the building?
1.
Damn it, I should have phrased how many alive things are in the building, because sometimes alive things aren't people. Damn it.
Is that your second question?
What should my second question be, people? Help me. Oh, I think I've got one. Do you think... Is there a trap in there? For us?
Right. So you're using your senses, and there's no, there's you can't make out any mechanisms or anything like that. But what you do make out is the absence of things. Usually, from when you're using your enhanced senses, you can smell all the little bits, the electricity that burns through the wires being used and everything else. It's the heat coming off of things leaves a smell that, with the heightened senses you're able to get. Everyday wear and tear of things, the human smell. And from your senses...
Human smells.
Yeah, human smells, we all smell. But...
So gross. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I relay that information to the team.
Well, I guess that means we're probably just going to have to knock on the front door, aren't we? And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk up there and I'm going to knock on that front door.
I thought Scarlett was wanting to send in some shadows first. You get ahead. It's not up to me.
If Faye wants to go up there, I'm not.
Oliver's just chewing on a carrot.
Faye just doesn't have patience. That's the issue. Faye
All right.
just wants...
Scarlett, you get on one side of the door, I'll get on the other, and I'm going to claw up. Chimera, act out now. So I guess I'm like, if the door is like there, that's the door. Baku's here, all clawed up, ready to go.
Ooh, that stuff is...
That
Right.
not what you had in the flask originally. It has been replaced. It just about strips the insides off of you as you swallow. It's good, isn't it? Brewed it myself.
Yeah. Woo. Damn.
What did you brew it from? Carrots?
You know your shit.
Don't have carrots where I'm from.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door now. Ooh, this stuff is really strong.
What a plan. We got one drunk person knocking on the door.
No, wait a minute.
Hello?
Sorry, but Ewan was there. Did anyone check if people can actually hear us, by the way?
Yeah, I think people can hear us. I have it muted though. We have like 7 people watching.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope people can hear.
Because Ewan says, got no sound, man.
I can hear you.
Yay.
Yeah, I can hear. You can hear.
There we go. Anyway, sorry.
I can hear everything as well.
Ooh, aren't you special? I mean, all of you there, not just you, Chris. You are special, but it's different. Anyway, sorry, what was the plan here? I kind of screwed up.
Hey, it's knocking on the door, and me and Scarlet and Baku are on the sides, ready to throw hands if need be.
Okay, you're at this door, and Chris, remember at the airport, you know, the little buildings outside, or like where we went to do the training for, that's what it's like. It's so, you can just about knock them down with a bloody push, you know, and it's got a small intercom at the side of it.
Oh, wow. Why didn't I see that earlier? I pushed the intercom.
Probably the extremely strong alcohol.
It could be.
After a second, static. Hello?
Hi. I'm from the county sheriff's department, and the thing is, we're doing a survey on the residents who have settled into the old airport district, and we would like to ask you a couple of questions. Would it be all right if you would let us in?
Roll convince for me, please.
Okay, where am I? Okay. Oh, I should have actually added text.
Yeah, add some tag to that. That's
let's see. I will have rumor has it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe would that work?
That would work.
Tell me, darling.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it to you this time.
You'll give it to me. I can also put it away.
No. Take it.
I guess that would probably be about it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise,
roll, baby.
Right, let's do this.
Mild success. So, wait a minute, why have you got a power of nothing? 0 there?
I don't know.
Dude, you need to learn to roll.
I do.
Right, okay. So you actually need to click on the tag, right? So you've got rumor has it. No, you don't click on the burn part, you numpty.
Oh, I see. I understand. You see, that's the thing. It's a big...
Now roll.
Okay. Yay. And now it's going to be a failure.
It fucking is as well. How superb is that?
I knew it.
You hear a squawk come from the intercom. And then all the lights surrounding the building go bright. And you see Oliver disappear.
The first rule about lying to get access somewhere: don't tell them you're a cop.
Yeah.
I had to improvise, and I don't know what the fucking rabbit put in my fucking drink. Okay, I was freaking out.
All right,
okay?
You've done it your way. Now it's time to do it my way. Baku steps in front of the door, goes full Chimera, and just breaks the door down.
door smashes to pieces. I've already said it's basically like paper. And inside, the very sterile, white sort of hallway leading in.
Baku just shouts, Jason!
You hear nothing.
Jason, I smelt earlier. I know you're here. We just want to talk. I'm now starting to think that my entrance was not the most conducive to that. But in my defense, we're having a bit of a weird time and we just want to talk.
No response.
I got some money. I was supposed to use it on the bus, but then I jumped here. So I've got some money. Baku just turns to Scarlet. You're better with the big people than
I'm out of
putting it in a
ideas.
shot.
I broke the door. I can do nothing more here.
I am a man of limited options, but I'm very good at the few things I can do. Scarlet, do you want to take over? I'm just gonna leave the room now.
Sorry, Faye, Ira is stiff as a board at the moment. Scarlet,
I'm
sorry.
gonna look around. And if I die, I die. Life choices.
So you enter the building. Yeah?
Yes.
I follow with my fiddle in my hand, by the way. It is my token, my talisman. After all.
First thing you
And,
notice, Scarlet.
all clawed up.
Yeah, you're all clear. You look scary as fuck. If Oliver were here, he'd be giving you a metal sign, but that's not difference. Which for a bunny is quite weird. But anyway, Scarlet, the first thing you notice as you walk in is that Oliver was right. There's no shadows at all. The hallway is pristine and white. You're muted. I think you're muted.
Hello?
No, I hear you.
I don't. It's very bright. I don't like it.
Well, not your sort of. Not your sort of party. There's no sound coming from the place.
So if we don't have to fight, I am useless here. If we have to fight.
You walk in. With each step, you notice there's no sound. There's no carpet here, it's just a white floor, white walls. The further in you go, things start to lose their contours. You know, it shouldn't be that deep. But you're walking, and you're walking for much longer than you would expect to be.
Oh, I really fucking hate magic houses.
I try playing a just like a single note on my fiddle to hear if it resonates or if it like.
You hear the sound, but it doesn't travel like it does, like it should. You know, there's especially in like a corridor, you would expect some kind of the acoustic there.
Yeah.
But nothing.
This is quite odd.
Yes, as a creature of the darkness, I don't feel I can be my best self in this place.
If I close my eyes, can I hear my own body?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Like,
can
I
hear
can
it when you speak as well. You can hear each other speak, but there's no the sound isn't
No.
traveling.
No, what I mean is in the sense of like, can I hear like the blood flowing through my body, my heart beating, like things that your body blends out that you don't normally hear, but that you would hear in a room that is devoid of sound, as an example. No? Okay.
Thank goodness, because that would be gross.
I'm sorry.
Didn't need that.
You're welcome.
Didn't need that.
I hear my blood all the time.
Okay.
All right.
Hello. It was worth a try, you know.
There's no echo.
Should we do a split up and search all the rooms, or should we stay together? Because this is clearly a magic house of nightmares in some form.
I remember around if we split up. Again, I am basically normal here. So if I'm in trouble, I'm basically fucked.
I did. Just to interject here, just because there's no shadows just now, part of your power is to summon shadows. So, I mean, that's something you could definitely try to do. Baku also works better in the darkness. Whereas
Yes,
Faye
but I
just
also have
fiddles
big
away.
spiky things.
This is true.
They work in any lighting situation.
No need to accessorize when you have big spiky things. Faye, Ira has moved ahead. The doors that you can see are kind of seamless up against the wall. You can see the there's a little recess to open them, but there's no shadow in that recess. The light seems to come from everywhere all at once. And Ira's ignoring the doors and going away, and it's like, you know, in a film where they do those shots where they zoom in and pan out at the same time?
Dolly shot.
Yeah. That's what it's like as Ira goes forward.
I quickly run after him and try and grab him by the leash. I'm like, where are you going, boy?
A low growl.
I think we should follow him.
All right, then I guess Ira has chosen to wake up right now. So, yeah. Sure, why not? Let's follow the dog that usually does nothing.
I'm down. Let's follow this dog.
Woof.
I don't think your dog does nothing. I think he chooses when it's important. If there's an important clue that we need to follow or find.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't even remember how long I've had Ira now, but I do remember that most of the time that I've spent with Ira, he's either been sleeping or pooing in a corner.
Dogs.
And that means you're safe and everything's okay.
Okay. That's what we're doing. We're following Ira to poo in a corner.
As
Exactly.
Ira walks, Ira looks bigger as well. Can you hear that? Because that's outside. The padding of the footsteps. Like when I've explained about the ravens and crows, how as they go above the city, they become larger and more fantastic. Something similar seems to be happening with Ira.
Well, I guess there's no other option than to follow him, isn't there?
Walk for longer than, as I say, it would seem, I say seem quite long, than you'd think possible. You pass lots of these doors that are flush with the wall. Every so often you might hear a slight sound, but nothing distinct. Then Ira stops, turns his head, cocks it, and you see a door open ajar and a different kind of light spilling out. like from an old TV.
Hello?
Hello?
What's on? Oh, sorry,
No.
I was just going to ask what's on the telly.
What's on the telly?
Well, I wasn't gonna. I was gonna ask.
Okay.
I didn't know there was a person in there. I was going to ask you what, as a storyteller, what's on the telly. But I guess that's redundant now. Rewind. Okay.
You hear the dog growl,
For cameras.
and then the TV growls back.
What is this place? I look around for cameras or something to see if there's like anything watching us.
No cameras, but you can give me an investigate if you want.
All right.
You can use who let the dog out, I think.
Yeah. So not on the Bernie symbol.
No. The Bernie symbol that looks like poop, actually.
Ooh, great success.
There we go.
Woof.
Oh, it says who let the dog out.
It says, wait a minute. Yeah, well, does it? With a power of one, so you get one clue. Ask me a question.
How are we being projected onto a television screen?
By no physical means. Inside the room, there's a single seat. And someone is sitting on it.
Jason,
Jason.
are you Jason?
By the way, it's not your voice you're hearing back from the TV. It's someone repeating what you say coming out of the TV.
Right.
Sorry, I should have made that clear. Yes.
So this
Yeah, I
is.
should have.
So you're just going to repeat everything I say.
So you're going to repeat everything I
suck.
say. You suck.
Oh, so now he's smart enough to do this. Loser.
The
I would
TV.
like to try to summon some shadows.
Okay.
Just for fun.
You will have a -2 on this.
Okay. We love it.
So what would your tags be? Cloaked in darkness, dancing shadows. Wings of the Raven. And you can also take the weakness tag. This power has a mind of its own.
And can I maybe do something to assist Raven?
You can help, yes.
Yeah,
What would you like to do?
because I don't know. I sometimes when I speak in rhymes, things do tend to happen in our favor.
Rolling. Like what movement?
You would roll change the game.
Cool.
I would have to roll change the game as well, or no?
So you've got 2 use, 2 power. You can create a story tag, which I think is what you want to do with shadows. You can burn a power or story tag that's there, which you could also do technically to get rid of this. Get rid of the light. Or you can give or reduce the status. What would you like to do?
Oh, I will burn a power tag and get rid of this bright light.
You burn this story. What does it look like when you do this? What does it look like when you're summoning your power?
So this time it's kind of the last couple of times it's kind of been out of her control, but this one's just anger and frustration. So like her eyes have shifted like completely black. And so like the shadows are kind of like little like hands like coming out of from under her and like violently just like exploding away from her because she's frustrated. She's like, it's bright. I don't like it.
So we see these shadows erupt from all about from underneath you, as if suddenly there's a spotlight on top of you and the shadows are now coming out from underneath. This unnatural light shatters in a very soft sort of way. And now there's light bulbs above you in the hall, which is nowhere near as white as it was and has a dirty grey carpet. The splinters of the wood that Baku knocked on the door are spread out along this hall, which is maybe only 3 meters long. Although it seemed much longer before. In the room with the TV, you now just hear the static and you see the flash of the snow. Oliver jumps out behind. I didn't fucking like that.
Hey, didn't like it either.
And on the seat in front of the TV, it's an old lazy boy. It's dirty and threadbare. There's still someone sitting in it, not turned round to look at you, just staring at the snow on the TV.
I'm gonna do the movie trope and walk over and grab the chair to turn it around. I gotta say, like, hey, we're talking to you, buddy.
Walk towards the chair. Ira stays in the doorway. Oliver's trying to jump up on Ira's back. Don't think Ira's having any of it. You spin the chair. A man or person spins round with it. Arms in the chair, looking straight ahead with no face.
Holy fuck. Fuck is this?
Okay, see if it's alive.
See if it's alive.
I poke it with my bow from the fiddle. If
Doesn't
it gets a reaction.
really do anything. Just kind of shifts. This lack of a face is not like it's just a white thing that's not just kind of fleshy, there's no skin tone whatsoever. It's an absence of any sort of features there. It's disconcerting to look at.
I've got to admit, this place sucks.
This place sucks.
Would you stop doing that?
Stop doing.
I don't know why, but this kind of like reminds me of something. A man without a face.
No Mel Gibson here.
No Mel Gibson here. Okay, it has nothing to do with Mel Gibson.
Thank fuck for that.
I was just thinking of investigating and maybe trying to remember why I can recall a faceless man.
Does Faye recall it or does someone else recall it?
That's difficult to tell. I'm not too sure. It seems so familiar. I don't know.
Hang on, I think I've. Oh, sorry, go on.
There you go.
I think I've worked something out. Whatever it is, only repeating certain words. So let me try something. Egg and 24, 42, there.
42.
Why didn't it repeat the other words? What does that mean?
Does that mean? What could you roll?
Baku isn't much of a thinker, so I don't think I'm going to be the one to work this out.
No, the Faye was wanting to.
Well, I do have perfect memory.
Yes, but what would you be rolling? Change the game because you wanted to introduce a story tag here.
Yeah. So could I use perfect memory?
You can use perfect memory. I want to invoke your weakness tag of secret alcoholic.
Or where do I have secret alcoholic?
Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong character. Is it?
That's me.
That's
you.
Oliver. That's Oliver.
By the way, I don't know if you saw, Lenny, but Oliver now has a character sheet.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, that's adorable.
Sorry.
I mean, a weakness tag could be
Splintering. No, splintering.
Splintering?
Is that what I think it?
Yeah.
Yeah, then splintering.
Sound good?
You're good.
Which means I actually have nothing.
That's all right.
Okay. And change the game?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I missed.
The faceless man looks at you, or the faceless, it's not a man, it's a thing, looks at you, Faye. And you
How can he
see,
look at me without eyes?
well, turns his face towards you. And screams with no mouth. And shows you blood. And a tree, a giant tree, dripping in blood. And screams, and you hear a train in the background.
Why can't they just talk?
I stumble back. I'm like, what the fuck? I need fresh air. I need fresh air. I just need to step out for a second. And I kind of like bolt out of the room. I'm feeling a bit.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Nancy Wincy Spider. Nancy Wincy Spider. Face changes. They're gone. They're all gone. And changes back to nothingness.
What?
Can you hear it ticking? Can you hear the clock? It's a very kind of high-pitched woman's voice. They're coming. Time's running out.
Where's it coming from, the voice?
From the face, but no mouth.
Who's coming? You keep saying they're coming. Time is running out, but who?
Start down here. Don't think they'll find us. We can stay here. Doesn't matter what's coming next. I'll look after you.
Who are you?
I heard they were making clockwork towers. It's a new thing.
All right, just cut the shit.
The
Who
heart
are
was
you?
broken.
Who are they? Oh, sorry?
The heart was broken.
Why are you making this really difficult?
I saw a spider's web the other day. There was no spider in it.
Is this about the clockwork spiders? Is that what you mean?
I heard the heart thump. But it broke.
You're not responding to what I'm saying. It's like you're responding to something.
They
that
locked
I'm
me in
not
an
saying.
asylum.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a mental health condition. That's on me. I apologize.
My children will never do this work again.
What work?
The body stands up and you see the face go through several different iterations. kind of contorting, and then turns to a young man. Sorry, you were looking for Jason? I'm Jason.
Jason, what the fuck is going on? It were just all magic and different faces, and then there was a woman's voice, and you were repeating what we were saying, I think, but maybe not. What? Oh, then this is a magic house?
I don't know where we are. I have to attend to the clockwork. The gears need to turn. I have to go.
Did someone put you here, Jason, or did you come here?
The gears are getting stuck. I have to attend to the clockwork. The spiders left us. They're not fixing it anymore. You have to let me out. I have to go.
What do you think, Buffy? Should we let Jason go, or do you have more questions?
Is there any way that I can intimidate Jason into maybe telling us some things that he doesn't want to tell us?
You can try, yes.
Okay, so
I would say that would be... I'd probably go with convince as well, actually.
I don't really have anything that will help me here, except...
Well, no, if you're trying to intimidate him, you've quite a lot that could help you.
So, claws, haunts, and husks.
Yes.
Nightmare devouring maws.
Yes.
Nunchucker. Yeah, that would work. Mixed martial arts sensei. That's 4 things. That feels like I'm taking the piss.
I don't think you can use... Well, no, you could use that. No, that's all right.
So I got 4 things, 4 power, and convince, right?
Yes. And you've got a power of force, that would be tier of 4. However, he has a story tag, so you'd reduce that by 2. So what status would you like to give him?
I would like to make him scared of the consequences if he is not totally honest.
He starts to cry. I need
Listen
to get
here,
back.
Jason.
The gears are getting stuck.
What gears?
Gears of the clockwork. I'm responsible for this world. I need to fix them. I need to make sure that everything goes.
What do the clockwork parts power?
Looks at you, cocks his head. Reality. Goodbye.